Hey, hey, hey. What's shaking, everybody? What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the very last, and I do mean the absolute very last live show 400 AGL of this decade. That's right. First things I got to do is bring in the one and only, the infamous next president, Mr. Lloyd Mendenhall. What do you think? Let's give Lloyd a big round of applause.
Hey, thanks, Mel.
What do you think,
Wow.
Lloyd? How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's really getting me is why are we buffering? Anyways, I just looked over and we were buffering. Anyways, it just hit me that it was last show of the decade. I mean, yeah, I knew it was the last show.
Yeah, it just hit you when I said it, right?
Yeah, when you said it, it's like 20. Oh my God! I mean, I remember when we were getting ready for Y2K. Now we're at Y2K2K.
Yeah, Y2K20. There you go.
Yeah,
Y2K20. That's right. By golly.
It's Y2K 2.0.
Yep. Yeah. V2.0. There you go. Yeah. Got to put that V in there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
holy
God.
smokes.
Who
Well,
would've thought,
welcome
man?
to the show.
Well, thanks for having me. So,
Well, a lot of my
you
stuff's
have a
not
good
working. I
Christmas?
was working on the studio stuff, and some of it's not working tonight.
uh-oh.
I didn't
Well,
get
I'll
everything
try to
added
make
into
sure.
this new setup, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be able to get it going while we're talking here, but we'll see. Who knows? Who cares? I don't know. See, I got some
Yeah.
glare. There we go.
I like that shelf sitting there.
That's a
Are
whole.
you in a new? Did you move?
No, I just moved a cabinet.
Oh, you just moved a cabinet. Okay.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
looks
over here at
good
the
there.
end of the desk where nobody could see it, and now it's over there. And I rearranged everything. And
Well,
here, well, let me show you this. I even changed my secondary camera angle here. So now you can really
you
see
did.
everything going
Yeah.
on. But,
Awesome.
yeah. So, you can see all the lights inside my computer that run now. You know, all my lights that light up when I turn my computer on and stuff
Yeah.
on the inside of it. So, yeah. I've had a busy few days. How about you?
Actually, I finished
Slept
up.
through it.
We did our. Yeah, I slept through. I mean, I have done nothing this week. I actually got my videos already done for the week. I did them all, finished last week's, and I've already got Monday's video loaded and ready to go live at midnight tonight. And I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday's videos just ready to upload.
Right?
But I slept all last week. I mean, after Christmas Eve when we opened packages, Judy and I didn't get up till like 3 o'clock on Christmas Day. And then Greg calls me up, and on Thursday, and it's Boxing Day for everybody else in the world but us, and I'm asking him, hey, what's Ken going to do tonight for a show? He says, well, he had a live stream this afternoon. And I said, what's he going to do tomorrow for his show? Because I was thinking, it was still Wednesday.
Right?
No, it was Thursday, and I'd done missed Ken's show.
Well,
And then
no,
something happened
Ken
Saturday.
did his show on Thursday.
I know, but he did it in the afternoon.
Yeah,
But
about 1 o'clock
I
or
still
so.
thought Thursday. Yeah, but I would have missed it anyways because I still thought it was Wednesday.
Oh,
And I don't know. Yeah, it was.
But it was
I
actually
slept through
Thursday.
Most of Wednesday. It was actually Thursday. Yeah, it was. I was going. Wait a minute. What happened to Wednesday? Well, that was yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
and then Saturday. I don't know what happened to Saturday. It's just like, I get up this morning. It's like, oh my God, I gotta. This is art show and mail shows today. And I still had the Christmas stuff on my set, so I had to go in and change that out.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Wow. Well, at least you got it all squared away and got it done, right? Speaking
Yeah, I
of
did.
speaking of some of those folks, let's say hello to them. We got Greg, Oz by Drone, Bob Casey, Mike, the drone reviewer, Steve Carpenter, welcome, sir. Tater's here. Look out, everybody! Look out, Tater's here. Chris Hope, Peter Carroll, Rick Halber, Mitch, old guy in a drone. Now, how is this working out that I've got like 30 people that are blue? Roosevelt, Fly Natural.
Don't ask me.
Drone Life RC, Brant Ariels, Lone Spanker, Doug Earl, welcome. Oh boy.
You got Cardosa, Tim Ream, Gabe M just came in.
Okay, cool, welcome.
Brant Ariels, Steve
Ron
Carpenter.
Lockwood,
I think you
yep.
mentioned him.
I mentioned them.
Peter Carroll.
Okie Tom.
Lee, yours.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Geeksvana. All right, we got a pretty good crowd tonight.
Geeksvana. Yeah, you got a good site. Let's see.
Yeah.
And I've already written in the chat, and I want to say hi to Rick and Steve because I didn't type it in the chat. And I told both Tater and Chris that I didn't want to hear anything about the bowl games this weekend. I didn't want to. I'm not discussing it, and that's that.
Well, why? What happened?
OSU got stomped by Texas A&M, and OU got stomped by LSU.
Yes.
Jeez. I mean, how
You
bad
must
can
have
we
wanted
suck?
to talk about
Both
it
of
because
our-
you brought it up.
Yeah,
So
I did not realize. I missed the OU. That's what I mean. Saturday happened, and somebody was writing to me saying that Texas
Oh,
A&M
come on,
beat
Chris, you can
OSU, and I
comment.
said,
yeah.
really? No, man. And then all of a sudden I said, oh, never mind. That's OSU. That's Oklahoma State.
Ah.
It wasn't OU. I said, because I thought they were playing LSU. And he said, no. And then I realized it was. So then I looked this morning and I'm going, like I said, I missed Saturday. I'm going, oh my God, we didn't just lose. We got our butts spanked.
Yep.
LSU just walked all over us. Oh my God. That's embarrassing. Two
Yep.
teams getting spanked that bad.
They
And
took the
OSU's
Christmas
my
week
alma
off.
mater, so I'm doubly embarrassed.
Exactly. Hello there, Jody.
But at least OU beat the Texas
I had
Longhorns.
I had an interesting thing happen a little while ago.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, I was watching another live stream, and the two guys that were on there talking, they brought another guy in that's kind of into photography and stuff, and he was talking about maybe getting a drone, you know. And so the host
Right.
said, well, get yourself a Tello. That's the perfect drone to learn with. You can fly indoors. You fly it with your phone. You can get a controller for $35. Batteries are $20 a piece or whatever. And you can fly it anywhere you want and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'll come in the panel. Because, you know, as soon as he said you can fly anywhere you want, I lost it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't fly anywhere you want. Well, the drone only goes 100 feet away from you and 100 feet up. I said, I don't care how far it goes. You cannot fly anywhere you want, no matter what the drone is. Talking about the Tello.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
Right,
anyway,
right.
yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
got into a debate about where you can fly. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hello,
Because
Les.
I'm sure the
Exploration Obsession.
I'm sure.
Of course, we talked
Tulsa
afterwards,
International
you
up there
know.
would just love me flying around out. You know,
Yeah.
I could see me bringing my Tello and flying around an airplane out there. They would
Yeah.
just love that.
Can the Tello run with ADS-B? I'm not sure. I don't believe the Tello has the ability to have ADS-B on it. Neither does the Mini, I don't think. But it doesn't matter. It's not required for that aircraft. It's made before January 1, 2020. 2K20, 2K 2.0, whatever. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. The only aircraft that are required to be equipped with it are the aircraft made after 2K 20.0, 2.0, 2K 2.0, 2K20.
2K
I don't know.
2.0. Yeah.
2K
2K
20.
2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, we started that here. 2K
Yeah.
2.0.
2K 2.0. There you go. That's right. You heard it here first, folks.
Yep.
So,
I'm being paged. Hang on.
Okay. So, how many of you guys have built computers? Anybody? I'm not sure, Cardoso, if they have to be retrofitted or if DJI or all the people are going to do updates on them or what they're going to do. I'm unsure. But
Hey Mel, can you go full screen on you for a minute while I run in and take care of that, and you can talk about that computer that you're going to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to talk about building a computer.
All these pressing questions about what the Tello can and can't do.
Yeah, who cares what the Tello does?
Yeah,
all right.
I know.
So, anyway, you built a bunch of computers. Yeah, me too, Tater. I've built several. And, you know, there's a process, and there's a parts list. You need a case. You need a power supply. You need a motherboard. You need a main CPU chip. You need some RAM. Eventually, you'll need a video card. And then you can put it together, right? So you get your case and you mount your power supply. And you untangle all your cables so they're ready to run. Then you set your motherboard down and put the chip on it and put a dab of glue on, a dab of contact grease on it so you can set the heat sink, and then put the RAM in it, slide it into the case and screw it down and run the cables for the CPU power and the motherboard power and the wires and cables from the case for your on-off switch and USB ports and all that. You get that all done, stick a power cable in the back, plug a video cable into the motherboard and hook it up to a monitor and press the button, right? Simple. Takes an hour. Not even that. Unless when you hit the button you don't get any video. So you have to start all over and make sure you got everything plugged in right. Make sure you got everything connected right. And then you start troubleshooting. So you do everything you can do. You add a video card. You do everything you can do. All the troubleshooting you can do. And you still can't get it to get video. So you take it back to where you bought it from, right? And you say, guys, test all this stuff because something's not working. They tell you the motherboard's bad. So you have to bring it back home, take it all apart, take the chip off, take everything off the motherboard, box it back up, carry it back to the store. I had all the correct components, Steve. They swap the motherboard for me. I bring it all back home, put it all back together, and guess what? No video.
What was wrong?
Well, I ended up tracking it down to a RAM chip. I was putting two 8 gig chips on the motherboard. It's capable of 64 or more.
Right.
When I pulled out one RAM chip randomly, because you're supposed to use the RAM slot closest to the power supply, or closest to the CPU chip. On this motherboard, you don't use the actual closest slot to the chip. You use the second and fourth slot instead of first and third. So I pulled out
Okay.
the RAM from the fourth slot, and the thing lit up, video, when I powered it up. So I thought, So I unplugged it, or shut it down, put this chip in the second slot, took the other one out, and no video light up. Swapped the chips again, so I ruined a video chip, a RAM chip, with that other motherboard. With the bad motherboard, ruined a RAM chip.
Oh, man.
So once I figured that out, it worked fine. Then I loaded Windows on it and did all the updates, and then I put a video card in it and updated that, and it's a smoking little machine now. But yeah,
Good.
This video card, or this RAM card, came out of my machine. So did the one that's in that computer now, because it's the same motherboard. So
Right.
I had 32 gig of RAM in mine. I pulled out 2 chips, put them in that one, and in the process ruined one of these. So, yeah.
So you've got to buy another stick of RAM?
Well, you can't, they don't come in one, they come in pairs.
Come in pairs. That's right, they're paired, matched pairs.
So I'll buy 2 more pairs. Maybe 3. I don't know what I'm going to buy yet.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, but I ain't going to buy nothing until sometime in January when I get a little budget going. But
Right.
Tater, I kind of like Corsair Vengeance, and I get the RGB stuff. This is Vengeance Pro, actually. So it's good RAM. But anyway, so that was my excitement. It usually takes an hour to put a machine together. I started working on this one at noon on Friday and finished it at about 10:30 last night, because of all the extra troubleshooting and all the trouble getting Windows to update.
Right.
I kept trying to update the video card, and it wouldn't update. Kept saying it was the wrong version for that Windows version, and it was just all messed up. I had a heck of a time getting everything updated. But, yeah. Not bad. Finally got it done. And it works wonderfully.
Good.
So that was my fun weekend.
See, this is why I'm at that point in my life that I have my machines built, because then I call technical support, even if I don't understand what they say. I just tell them I don't understand, send somebody out to my house and fix it. And they do. And yeah. I don't understand. Sorry, I don't speak Hindi.
No, Gabe, I kept
send somebody
saying
to
video
my
cards.
house.
I meant RAM chips, RAM cards.
RAM cards,
Yeah. So now that machine's only got 8 gig of RAM in it. It's only in one slot, so it's not running dual channel. It's just running single. So that'll improve once I put a matched pair of chips in it. Hello, Brent. Welcome. And so I think what I'm going to do.
Brent, Ariel, Peter Carroll's in here.
Yeah.
Drone Bum's here too.
Yeah. Hey, Paul.
Wow.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 2 8 gig chips out of my machine and put one in that machine to give it 16. Then I'll have a spare 8 gig chip, and I'm going to get probably 4 16 and put in mine.
Yeah, I need to see what's in mine, because I'm thinking very seriously of upgrading my RAM. And I can't remember what I've got in it.
Well, yours is a year old now. It's out of warranty. Didn't you? You got that just before Christmas, right? Last year?
Yeah, no, it's not out of warranty.
Oh.
I just extended the warranty for 2 more years.
Oh, well, then you'll have, if you open the case, you'll break the warranty.
Nope.
Most likely.
Nope.
Most warranties get
Not
voided
with
if you
Dells,
break.
Not anymore.
Oh, really?
I'm allowed to do upgrades, to swap out video cards and all that.
Oh, okay. Then why'd you buy a warranty?
so that when it breaks, they can come fix it. I I can do the upgrades myself, but I buy the warranty where for when something goes bad on it, they replace it.
Mm.
I'm not going to upgrade my video cards. I'm not going to upgrade the motherboard or the CPU. I'm just going to add some more RAM and probably another hard drive in it.
Ah,
And that I can do on my own.
well, speaking of hard drives, you ever heard of
Yeah.
an N.2 drive?
No, I don't think.
An N.2 drive is physically not much bigger than that. It's actually a little narrower, but about that long.
Oh, right.
And it's got pin connectors on the end, like that, and it slides
Right.
into a connector on the motherboard, and then it screws down at the other end, and it's there, Jim just typed it in chat. He's got a 1 terabyte.
SSD Samsung.
I've got this. I
Okay,
put the
okay.
same hard drive, Jim, in this new build, except it's a half terabyte. It's a 500 gig. Hello, Lon.
God, I'm gonna have to look and see what mine is.
It's fast because it's not communicating via cable and stuff to the motherboard. It becomes part of the motherboard.
Yeah.
It'd
just
be
plugs
like
into a slot on the motherboard.
It'd be like plugging a memory card. You know what is that? A thumb drive? Yeah, you plug a thumb drive into a
Yeah,
USB
Right.
on the motherboard. Then it becomes a direct connection to the motherboard, right? Well,
Uh-huh.
this 500 gig hard drive becomes a direct connection to the motherboard. It's amazing. Very cool.
I'm going to have to look and see what I've got in that.
And it's an NVMe slot. So it's like NVMe. I got faster than you do. NVMe.
Okay. Yeah. I may have to look and see what I've got. I've not cracked the case because didn't
You don't
need
have to.
No.
All you got to do is look at system device manager, and it'll tell you what you got. SSDs don't have moving parts,
No.
but typical drives do, standard drives do. But anyway, it's no moving parts like no moving parts like SSD. That I read that as no moving parts in that drive like SSD has in kind of like moving parts. That was confusing for me anyway. My pea brain didn't get that. But it's basically a big SD card. That's exactly right. And it plugs in directly onto your motherboard. And it's amazing. So that was one of my topics for tonight. Anyway, is the build and not getting Windows to update and having to get with Windows tech support to have them give me a file to repair the updater in the Windows that I had. So yeah, it was kind of an adventure.
There is one update that I've had trouble with every time I've done something on a computer lately. And you have
Really?
to call them and they have to give you and I can't remember which one it is.
Well, if you right-click on your Start button and go to Device Manager,
Right?
and then click on Disk Drives, then you can select your 2 drives and you can right-click and go to Properties on each one, and it'll tell you what drive it is.
Properties, there we go. All right.
Like on Details, if you go to the Details tab, it'll tell you, like this one I just clicked on says it's a SATA SSD.
Oh, I do have an NVMe drive. My
Do ya?
SSD is an NVMe. Yep.
Okay.
My 256 Yeah, it's
Oh, okay, the
that's my
256.
software drive. Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, that's your boot drive.
And then my boot
Yeah,
drive.
your
Yeah,
software
yeah,
drive.
yeah.
Upset Windows 7 support ending. That's right. Windows 7 support is going away.
Okay, they're having problems hearing me again. I
They
don't
are?
understand. I can go through. Yeah. You got me maxed out?
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Hello, Todd.
unless,
Hello, Jay Bird.
unless I eat the mic, this is as loud as it's going to get. Because if I do that, then I'm over distorted.
Yeah.
So,
Now, see,
so
if you
I
had
don't know.
a good mic like me, you wouldn't have this problem.
I've got a good mic, asshole. Oops.
Hey,
I said that out loud and live.
beep. That's all right. I beeped it out.
Yeah, beep. You beeped it out, yeah.
Hello, Art. Hello, Ben
The
Cartwright.
beep was a little slow and lag there.
Now, Ben Cartwright's got the ace question of the night. Which one's the any
What's that?
key? When the
The
task
any
finishes
key?
on your computer, it says
Right.
hit
Yeah, it
the
says
any key.
press
Hit any
any
key.
I've
Yep.
never found it. That's a problem.
Yep.
He says Greg says I don't suffer from Mike MV.
You don't suffer from Mike at all. Judy gives you all your suffering.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta be nice to her because she did good on my Christmas present, so I've been real happy with that. So
Well, two answers there. You got the space bar or the enter key is your any key. And Greg says it's a two combination. It's a 2-key combination, N and E for any key.
N and E, there you go. Any, yeah. Is that anything like the Audi key?
What's that?
Is that anything like an Audi key? You know, any and Audis. That's what
Any.
belly buttons are. You got.
Well,
I'm
Yeah.
requiring you to think. Okay, I'm sorry.
no, if you had a mic where we could hear you, I wouldn't have to say, what? What'd you say?
Now, wait a minute. This is a good mic. There. Can you hear me now?
That didn't change a thing.
I don't know why you guys can't hear me.
I hear you just
You know,
fine.
all that did. Yeah, I know. They just need to turn their hearing aids up.
Yeah. That's what people
There.
used to use CD-ROM as a coffee cup holder. Yeah, we were talking about it, talking to somebody that used to do tech support, IT tech support, and he said that he got more than one call out on the floor for people to fix their cup, for him to fix their cup holder.
Yeah.
And when he'd get
Yeah.
there, they'd have the CD tray slid out on the tower, and they were using it for a cup holder, and they'd broke it off or something. They needed him to come
Yep.
fix their cup holder. And Greg, I have to say, most of the time you are correct or very close to exactly correct. However, this time you are way off. vMix has
What?
no issues.
No,
It's
not this time.
It's not vCrash. It's not Wirecrash. It's vMix and Windows. The good stuff, Greg. The good stuff. That's why my show never crashes. It never locks up. It always works, right, Lloyd? As long as I got internet, right?
Well, I don't know. I was using vMix the other night. Mine crashed. Well, it lagged.
Well, that was your internet. That wasn't vMix.
Actually, it wasn't even that. It was something on my system because I don't know how, but my keyboard or my Stream Deck was lagging from here up to the computer and back out to vMix.
Well, that's because you got too many
'Cause-
gadgets.
No. I think it was actually I think what it was Zoom. I think it was Zoom causing it, because I'm not having that problem. As soon as I shut down Zoom, pardon me, everything went back to working fine. So,
Well, good. Good.
yeah. So, and they just did an update on vMix again today, or in the last day or so.
Yep. There's an update available.
Yeah.
Greg, you're welcome to post a link for No Limit Drones in the chat there if you'd like to. In fact, if you want to give away one of them keys that you got, you're welcome to do that. Doesn't bother me a bit.
Yeah.
Let me get onto the Homer to press the any key. Oh, maybe the website's not up. Wow, okay. Sounds like No Limit Drones is down or something. I didn't know about that.
Really?
Yeah, Mickey. Moni. Hello, Timeless. Welcome. So, I was going to talk a little bit about the FAA requirement proposal for remote ID.
Yeah. Kind of touched on that a little bit on Greg's
Okay.
show.
Hang on just a little bit. Hang on just a minute.
Okay.
The
All right.
question is, when did Captain Cook first arrive in Australia? Ben Cartwright's answer is 1788. And Mike B says 29th April 1770. And I don't know the answer. Lloyd, do you have this handy?
No, I do not have the answer. So Greg asked the question.
Greg
says 1836.
Yeah. By the way, folks, Greg, I'm assuming this is for a key for No Limit Drones. But it's for a website that's down they can't even go to and use. Right? Is that what I'm understanding, Lloyd? Okay, so the year is 1788. The date, 26th of January. So 126, 1788 is his answer. Greg, is he correct? 126, 1788. That's Ben Cartwright's answer. We had another answer of 29 April 1770.
He wanted to know when Captain Kirk. Okay.
Nothing to do with Captain Kirk.
I'm thinking Captain. Oh, Cook. I'm thinking Kirk. Okay. I was going to say he didn't wasn't even born yet when Australia was discovered. But
Ben got it right in two parts. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, Ben Cartwright. You are the winner. You win a key for No Limit Drones. Email Greg.
Yes.
And Greg will hook you up.
All right.
He didn't live long and prosper.
He did.
Oh, come to Discord and I'll hand it over.
Go back.
Ben, do you have Greg's Discord? So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He'll give it to you in Discord.
What a bargain. Yay,
Yeah,
congratulations,
exactly.
Ben. So, as far as the FAA proposal for remote ID, that's going to happen one way or another because all the big box places want drones used commercially for private deliveries, for commercial deliveries.
Right, right.
And those aircraft need to be able to be tracked because they're going to be flown autonomous beyond line of sight. The problem is that's also going to require everyone else to have remote ID on their aircraft.
Yeah.
Which means there's going to be a lot of hobby and maybe commercial drones and drone flyers and pilots and hobbyists and enthusiasts that are going to get pushed out of the hobby. I fear that to be the truth.
Yeah.
Jim says that remote ID is already working on enterprise drones. It's in place and working. But Jim, who stores the information? Where is your remote ID being transmitted to? Who gets it? Under the new proposal, it'll be transmitted via internet to a central database storage location of some sort. I agree, Bob. The FAA needs to take a chill pill, but it's not the FAA causing it. It's all the Amazons and the Best Buys and the Sam's Clubs and the pizza delivery guys, and it's all that crap. It's all that crap bringing it on us. Big money, big money. We don't have big money.
The thing is the proposal. It's just a proposal right now. They're looking at 2 years down the road before it goes into, before they actually get it enacted. Once they pass it, it could be 2 years. And then it's 3 years before they put it in full effect. So, we're talking possibly 5 years down the road. By then, who knows? Half those people that are all, I can see it's going to be that drones are going to be like computers. They're going to reach a peak, and then it's going to just level off and eventually start dropping. And it'll go back to being, a hobby. I mean, look at the RC-10 cars. Look at the cars we used to race. They've changed, but they're not what they used to be. And same with drones. They're going to change, but they're not going to be as prevalent as they are today, in 5 years.
I don't think it's going to take 5 years.
By then, I don't think it will either. I think it's already happening. Look how long. DJI released one drone this year, the Mavic Mini. Mm-hmm. And we were all excited about that,
We were.
We ran out and bought one. Yeah, weren't we?
You did?
No, I'm being sarcastic. It's called sarcasm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But that's my point. We still fly, those of us that got one, but I see that 18 months of public discussion. Long says it right there.
There's
18 months of getting them to flap their gums about it. And then from what I read the other day when I was on Greg's show on Friday, it said 3 years
to implement.
Before to implement it after it's been,
Yeah, and they're going to do a study, and then they're going to need
do a study.
Someone to house the database, the data center that's going to save all this data that gets collected via the internet. And it's going to be
and then it's got to go before, you're going to have the, some group's going to file a suit about it, and it's going to get hung up there, and some, it's going to be all sorts of, most of it, there's a good chance I could be dead before that ever actually gets I'm
As
starting
old
to
as
get a
you
little
are,
long in the
so,
tooth, folks. You know. You know, I'm looking at people. You know, they're dying and they're younger than me. I'm going, oh crap. You know, they say they die of natural causes. I'm going, that's not good.
Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it, Lloyd?
It's kind of scary. You get to that point and you say, yeah, he was, 60 and he died of natural causes. I'm going,
Uh-huh.
no, if I die, it's because somebody killed me. I'm not giving up until, I told my
Right.
kids, I said, you don't unplug me until after all the money and insurance is run out. Then you can unplug me, but keep me going. They might find a cure for whatever's got me.
Oh, not me. I don't want to be living on a plug. No, not me.
I wouldn't know.
Now, Jim Boyd, Above and Beyond Drones. You just made a very interesting statement there. Except someone like me and a lot of these other guys that don't follow the big commercial stuff like what some of you guys do. We have no idea
Right.
what
Yeah.
UUID means or ICAO.
Well, I know what ICAO is.
What's an ICAO number?
That's the ICAO is the numbers assigned either by the airport or signed by the FAA. ICAO numbers are the aircraft tail numbers. I can't
What
remember
does
what it stands for. I
ICAO
just know
mean?
that-
You don't know.
I don't know I know what it is.
Well,
I just don't know
see,
what
that's
it
what.
means.
ICAO number might not be a tail number because
No,
when we
it's
owned our
not.
airplane,
It's
I
a
don't
registration
remember
number.
any number being an ICAO number. I remember the tail numbers. In fact, I remember both the tail numbers of the airplanes we owned. But so my question is, Jim, please
Related to
elaborate.
International Civic Aviation Organization. That's what it is.
Okay. So, Jim, okay, now we're getting somewhere. 24-bit identifying number.
Yeah, I knew that's what it was.
You said it was the tail number. That's a 24-bit number. That's all data information. Tail number is a different number.
You type in yeah, I know. You type in the ICAO to go to the different airports. Each airport, like Tulsa's KTIK, that's his ICAO number. And it's got a secondary number, which is just TIK. KTUL. KTIK is Tinker Air Force Base. Those are the ICA numbers. Then Tinker, I forgot what the other aviation number is. It's just TIK. It's a 3-digit number. NAS? I can't remember.
It depends on the name of the airport. Like Nashville, you would think it would have something with an N and an S and an A or something on it, like NSA. No, it's BNA, Nashville. But
yeah.
And Denver, Colorado is DEN, I think. But in charge and money organization.
Yeah. They're the International Civil Aviation Organization. It's a UN specialized agency established by states in 1944 to manage the administration and governance of the Convention of International Civil Aviation.
International.
In other words, yeah, it's the International Civil Aviation Organization assignment number.
Oh, is it DIA? Art?
Yeah,
Cool.
Denver International.
Oh, okay. So anyway, yeah, Jim, don't throw a bunch of letters and things at us, Tell us what it means. Talk to us. Educate us.
I knew it was airport call numbers. That's what I was trying to think of. And the other is because sometimes the tail numbers are assigned by where that carrier's airline came out of. In other words, each airline has X amount of planes assigned to one ICAO. like 747Bs, or Ds are assigned to Tulsa. You might have 3 of them assigned, and that's United Airlines has 6 in Tulsa, 3 of them in Denver, 20 of them in Nashville, But the ICAO, so they'll have a tail number related to that ICAO. So they can say, oh, that's one of the Denver aircrafts flying through here. What's he doing clear over here,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Nellis is WA.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of FAA gibberish if you really try to figure out where all the stuff came from. But Grant, stay drunk. Welcome, sir. Ben Cartwright, yes, the countries became signatories. And they agreed to be part of it. Yep, that's true. That I did read. Shows you the aircraft near you and their distance and height. And you use the ADS-B out so that they can see you, or see where you are at least, right? Does it give them your drone altitude and stuff, Jim? And welcome, Mr. Dennis Lovelady. Oh, it does give them your drone information. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and Steve is just, Steve Carpenter's having to leave, and he wished everybody a Happy New Year.
Steve, have a happy evening and New Year and all of that stuff. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for stopping by.
Anyway, so it's still going to be a few years before we'll be,
probably 3 or 4, could be
guys.
more. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that's going to be required by general aviation on January 1, just a few days. They're supposed to have it on board, and if they don't, they're supposed to be grounded. So we'll see.
That could be interesting.
ADS-B is not yet authorized globally.
Well, ADS-B, I think, is the one that can be hacked, and that's why there's some controversy over it.
Everything can be hacked.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah.
they did make a new $100 bill that so far can't be counterfeited.
Which one is it? The newest one?
The newest one, it's got a thing you can poke
Yeah.
a toothpick through the hole in it. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know anything about it. Sonari showed me. She told me about it, and I says, "Come on." She goes, "Yeah, really."
Oh, where the strip goes through is woven through?
No, there's another
No?
spot that's got a thing you can, if you know where it is, you can put a toothpick right through the hole in it. It's kind of weird, kind of interesting. But they'll figure out how to counterfeit that sooner or later. And you're right, Bob, It is a can of worms. And yes, Dan does think the entire drone hobby will be gone in 3 or 4 years. Yeah, probably will be. No. Won't be. Anything can be hacked, little brother. Anything. The hackers just got to be better than the guy that made it. and that
He
happens.
says he can't be hacked. I think he meant his brain.
Oh,
well,
he can't. Oh,
If you, I think he meant he personally can't. Not that his software can't be hacked. He can't be hacked. They haven't got into
yes,
our
he
heads
can.
quite yet.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
He can be hacked. Let me show you something, Lloyd. I have to give me a couple seconds here, would you? Because now I have to make.
Absolutely.
I have to make
Alexa,
an input
tell
now.
me a joke.
Why was the dog proud of himself? Because he did his duty.
Say
Why
that
was
again.
the dog proud of himself? Because he
Yeah.
did his duty. God. That was terrible.
That was worse than terrible.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that was really a stinky joke, wasn't it?
that was.
And my comment just left you speechless. I know, right?
I was gonna say a shitey joke.
Yeah.
But
Shitey joke. Yeah.
yeah. I'm looking for a picture, and I can't find it. Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong damn. Oh God, I hate getting old. I forget where things are. Where is? Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, there's this, and let's do that, and say okay. Is it time to get up already?
I know, right?
Oh my. Let me, I need to show you something that, uh-oh. Okay. This, what are they saying in chat while I was setting all this stuff up? What a hack.
You
Yeah.
lazy bums. I've been up for 2 hours. I guess you said, is it time to get up?
You're right,
You've been
Jaybird.
up 2 hours, Dennis? Yeah. Yeah. Jaybird, Miami beat New England.
I'm a little bit worried about that too. So let me show you, Lloyd, what gets my brother hacked, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
That is nice.
Or how about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or how about that?
What kind of rifle was he using?
I think that's that might be the Weatherby 300.
Okay.
The Weatherby 300 Magnum. He'll have to tell you in chat.
That's a nice rifle.
That's either his Weatherby or his 270. I don't know which. I am unsure. Lon says, what kind of rifle is that? The Bang Bang kind.
The bang bang kind. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice couple of bucks. What's the limit?
Well, I think the one that he didn't get the picture taken until after dark, I think that was last year. I think. I'm not sure. No. Well, I am, but my brother's in West Tennessee. ADSB only ID and remote on the M210, but the remote ID is sending. Yeah, that was his 300 Weatherby.
300
So-
Weatherby? Okay.
Yeah. But the first two pictures I showed you with the daylight pictures, that was
Right?
one day and one the second day, the next day. almost
Wow.
back to back. Yeah, back to back days anyway. So that worked out good for him. But anyway,
Yeah.
well, I got to get up early in the
Sounds like
morning,
time.
Lloyd. I have to go up to Fayetteville tomorrow.
So you start.
Now I'm gonna start doing something.
You gotta
Don't know
drive up
what.
there. You start
I'm gonna
doing something.
Start
Okay.
doing something. Yep.
Okay. Well, we've done an hour here. It doesn't
Well, thank
seem
you,
like
DWB.
it. God.
Come in anytime. Be sure and subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. I need the money. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Let's see. If he were in Virginia, he could be posing. What? If he were in Virginia, he could have been posing with his girlfriends.
Oh, bad Virginia joke there. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Lloyd, we had some fun.
Yeah. We did, yeah. You know, it's been an interesting year. It's been a fun year. I was just figuring with Art, I've only been doing his show, co-hosting with him for about 3 or 4 months, but with you, we've done it all year long, haven't we?
Yep.
Yep.
We haven't.
Started last year.
I don't think we missed a week, have we?
No, I don't
Maybe
think we
a
have.
couple when I was on the road
On
traveling.
the road, yeah, and yeah. But
Early in the year when I was headed out to California or something, maybe.
right,
But
right, yeah. But
Southwest, no,
of course, we wanna
don't.
thank Chris Hope.
You don't say you see us next year yet. We got one more show tomorrow night. We got Lloyd's show tomorrow night at 7
Yep.
o'clock Central.
My show is, Southwest Drones is my show. The Grumpy Vlogger will be on tomorrow night, and he will be my co-host
Yep.
instead
yep,
of the
yep,
other
yep.
way around.
Oh, so how do you like my decor?
I really like that, Mel. I think it looks sharp. I really do.
I got drones, and
Yeah, yeah.
I got naked drones.
You got naked drones.
Yeah, missing gimbals and parts, and that actually belongs to Drone Bum.
Hey, I had one question I was going to ask you real quick.
Uh-huh.
All right, I know you crashed your drone, right?
What, huh?
The FPV drone? You crashed
Yes.
the FPV drone?
Yes.
Okay. You said something because you lost sight of it. All
Yep.
right. And you said something that maybe confused me because I don't fly FPV. You said the best thing to do to get it back is to disarm it. Why couldn't you just push the down button and bring it down slower?
Well, if you can't see it because you're blind from the sun, it doesn't matter.
It would have
And
not
it's not going
crashed.
to no, because it's imagine ADDI mode multiplied by 10.
Okay. But
Because with an FPV drone, Lloyd, when you
Right.
push the stick and the drone tilts forward to start going,
right,
and then you hit the throttle to make it move,
right.
unless you bring the stick back to bring the nose back up to level, it stays at that angle.
Oh. Well,
If you can't see it, you don't know what angle it's at. You don't know what stick movement to give it. You don't know what to
Yeah.
tell it to do. And you don't know where it's headed,
Well,
and you
that's-
don't know where it's going.
well, that's true. I would have just tried. Yeah, I guess so.
The only thing
But
to
to
do,
me, just shutting it off and letting it fall, I
well,
would have just backed off the throttle.
it
you know?
wouldn't matter. What if it goes a quarter mile away before it lands at that point? You'll never find it. Because you don't
No,
know where
that's
it's
true,
at.
too.
If it's basically over your head,
Yeah.
roughly, and you disarm the motors, it will fall somewhere near you. You will have a chance to at least find the parts.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I won't be flying FPV then because I don't want to take that kind of chance on anything. You know. I barely fly mine out of sight.
That's why you fly out in nowhere or in controlled areas with those things. Unless it's a little
yeah,
tiny hawk or something, one of them little plastic ones, that ain't
Yeah.
gonna do nothing.
Right.
But,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for answering that.
No, Jim. It had a camera. I just wasn't wearing the goggles. It was the first time I flew it, and I was trying to get used to the throttle and stuff. Put it in a death spiral to Earth. At least reduce the vertical force. Well, maybe.
That would have been an idea.
But there's no way to know what attitude the drone is in unless you can see it. Now, had I been wearing my goggles,
Right.
I wouldn't have been blinded by the sun. I'd have been viewing through the camera. It wouldn't have
Yeah.
been an issue. I'd have just been flying it around. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, if I get one of those, I'm going to have one that has an "oh shit" button on it. Oh shoot button.
That's what it is. It has an oh shoot button.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Disarm.
It, huh? Disarm.
Ask any FPV pilot what the
Well, I know, but it
oh
doesn't
shoot
seem that
button
it's
is.
safe.
Huh?
Yeah, but just disarming the motors and letting it fall to earth, that could hurt somebody. Especially
Well,
if
if
one of them suckers weighs
you're
a
around a
little bit.
bunch of people, yeah. But you don't
Yeah,
fly around
but
a bunch
it
of
just-
people.
But having that land on somebody's head, because if you don't know where it's at, how do you know whether you're around a bunch of people? See, that's my point, I guess.
Well, if you're not around a
It's-
bunch of
it-
people, you're not around a bunch of people. Define around a bunch of people. You could be around a bunch of people.
All
They
right,
could be a
what
mile
I'm-
away.
What I'm saying, Mel, no, Mel, what I'm saying is if you've lost line of sight out of it because you're blinded by the sun or whatever reason,
Right.
okay? And so you don't have any orientation where it's at. How do you
Right.
know there's not a person standing right underneath it when you drop that out of the sky?
Well, if there's no person
Maybe it's
standing
gone
within
further
50,
than you think.
if there's no person standing within 50 or 100 feet of me, then I know there's no person standing. Hell, a thing could come down and hit me in the head for all I know.
Well, and that my point. But what I'm saying is, what's the distance on these? What's the range on these?
Not very far.
Okay.
Well,
Because
they've
I'm
probably
sitting
got
there
more
looking at it
range
from
than
the
I
point.
know. I don't know what the range is.
Okay.
It depends on what you
Well,
got and what you're doing.
Right. And I guess my point was because, with these kind of drones that I fly, they got a hell of a long range. And if I just let go of the motors and shut it off, it may land on somebody's head,
Well,
400
because
foot away from me, in front of me.
or
know?
well, you're going to have it further away than
Or-
400 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. But let's, it's just, I guess I didn't understand the concept, but because it doesn't have a very far range, as long as it wasn't any more than 50, 60 feet away from you, okay, well then it would fall
Yeah.
on you, but it wouldn't fall on other people. Yeah.
Well, I knew roughly
was-
where it was. I
see-
just couldn't find it quickly,
Okay. Because I was looking at it from when you described it, fell down, the batteries exploded. I'm thinking if a person was standing there, let's say I was flying out here and it somehow got to the other side of the schoolyard from my house and I crashed it. Well, okay, but that's more than 50 feet. Okay, so
Well-
if it wasn't any more than 50, 60 feet away from you, I can understand that. You'd know how many people are around you.
It wasn't. Well, now I got it tangled up here. It wasn't very far away, and it wasn't very high. Because if
Yeah.
it would have been really high, I'd have had broken props. I don't have a single broken prop. Okay.
Right.
It
Well,
just hit at
you know
just
what I
the
was
right
doing,
angle.
right?
Huh?
I was doing the fly safe, fly legal argument on you because you lost sight of it, and then you just let it crash to earth, and the
there's
battery burn up, and it could have been a person under it.
The battery didn't burn up. The battery didn't burn up. Okay.
Okay.
And yes, I lost line of sight
Well,
of
that's
it
not
because
what
I was blinded by the sun.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's a little bit different with
I
having
was-
it in line of sight and then end up in the sun and get blinded. That's a little
Right.
bit different.
Yeah. No,
than deliberately flying beyond visual line of sight. It was in my line of sight range. I was not flying beyond visual line of sight. The argument on this radio program cannot be broken, Lloyd. Don't even try.
Technically, yeah, I broke it because Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Yeah, pretty much. Grumpier old men, that's us.
So,
okay, anyways, I had to give you a hard time about that because I'm thinking, now
Thank you,
if
Bob.
I'd have done that with my Mavic Air, you know, I'd have caught all sorts of crap for doing that, just shutting the motor off and letting it fall over. That could have killed somebody. Same thing. Anyways, I just, you know.
well,
He's thinking odd couple. Yeah, that too.
the other thing is, though, is you got to fly responsibly. You got to fly where there's not people around.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you're flying FPV, you should use your goggles. Just a thought.
If you plan on flying, I wasn't planning on flying. But,
Always expect the unexpected, Mel.
yeah. That was
We
unexpected,
live
all
and
right.
learn, right? Yeah,
So-
we live and learn. Now you know.
So,
Don't drop it on people's head.
no, you don't drop it on people's heads. That's why you fly where there's no people. At least that's why I would fly where there's no people, because I don't trust it. Now, somebody like Ed Ricker, he could fly it where there's people.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Not
yeah,
me.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that. I need to be away from everybody all
Craig
by
says We're a
myself.
lot like, we're a lot like Statler and Waldorf, you know, the drone grumpy Muppets. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Yeah, that's where I get all my quotes from cartoons, comic books.
Yeah.
Anyways, had to finish out the year on your show with a good, you know, get your blood pressure up so you'll think,
Didn't work.
God, now I can't go to sleep and I got to get up at an ungodly hour in the morning. So
Didn't work.
it
Nice
didn't
try.
work. Okay, damn.
Nope.
Ah, well.
Nope.
I had fun. I don't know.
I'm
if
gonna
anybody
I'm
else
gonna go
did, but
pour
I
me
did.
another coffee and have a cigarette and sit out there on the back deck and relax and yeah. So
Okay, that said, you probably need to. I probably need to let you get off here, and I'll shut up now.
well, we can keep going if you want to, but I knew that was coming. There it is. Okay. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. Question many of you will know. You're about to buy a gimbal for your phone. Which do you suggest? How much do you want to spend? How long do you want it to last? And how good a quality do you want? If you want to spend less than $100, the Zhiyun. You want to spend more than $100, the DJI. Mobile 2, 3? How many of them they got now, Lloyd?
I think they got 3 out now.
Is it 2 or
Third
3?
one's out.
Mobile 3.
The 3 is got the extra axis on it now, or it folds. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it folds.
it folds.
It's the newest one.
But if you want to save money, Zhiyun, because you can get that for about $80, especially the Smooth Q.
He's thanking you for pronouncing that, the Zhiyun. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Lloyd, we'll see you tomorrow night for
All right.
your last show of the decade.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
And we want to remember Rick Albert's going in tomorrow for that procedure.
Yep. You'll be happy with that, Tim.
So,
Good choice.
so
Mitch,
So
good
we
night.
wanna
Bob,
keep
Dennis,
him on our thoughts.
Paul. Oh, Paul. 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 Drone bum. Are you getting my hint? I can't fix it without parts. He can't look, he says. Rick, best of luck to you tomorrow on your little procedure
Absolutely.
getting done. And
Yeah.
Ron, thank you. Southwest Drones, thank you. Paul, thank you. Lon, thank you. Mike, thank you. I'm gonna just start the timer, let y'all chat. And Lloyd, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. And we'll talk to you guys later.
I really appreciate everybody coming in here this evening. I really do. All y'all. 40 some watchers at one point. We're down to 15 already. Wow, y'all bailed out quick. Be sure to tell Karen Heron, who has the better hair now. Is you waiting about competition? I forget. That's right. That's right, Greg. You're right, Greg. Everyone, thank you very much for being here. I know you could spend your Sunday evening anywhere, and you chose to spend it here, and I really do appreciate that. So, with that, I'm going to say thank you and good night. It was great being here. I enjoyed it. Had a good time. Thanks, everyone. Good night.